Hello and welcome to the video. This is a software demo video or demonstration for a web app that I created. We'll go ahead and start here with a few items on the README, and then we'll look at some of the other code, and then finally look at what it looks like on the web app itself. So as the overview talks about, this project was mostly just to familiarize myself with the Django library for Python web development. And this project itself contains several apps, two of which I created by watching a tutorial, so I don't really count those. But then with those, the knowledge that I gained, I went ahead and created a third app, and that's the main spotlight for this project. But this was created just with Visual Studio Code and Python and the Django library. The context for this project is that somebody I know has these startle dreams when they fall asleep, and I've been recording what they say for over a year now, and I just think it's kind of funny. So I went ahead and made kind of a blog journal web page that displays them all in an index, and then there's also a web page to create new posts, just because I thought that would be fun. So a bunch of different classes here. I'm still learning about Django and how everything works, but you basically create these views that create dynamic web pages from templates, as seen here, and then there's also a database, and you can use several different kinds of databases. I'm just using SQLite 3 for mine. And when these pages are created, or rather when a post is created on one of the web pages, it creates a post object and then saves that into the model of the database. So if we go to the browser, to command prompt, we can navigate to, let me see, to where manage.py is, and then we can type Python manage.py run server. This will go ahead and run our server locally on our machine. We can then go to localhost, and the base URL for the Startle Dreams app specifically is at Startle Dreams after the localhost, startle_dreams, that is. And here you can see some of them are kind of funny, but it just lists them in index form, right? So it's kind of like journal format. It just gives the date and then the words verbatim. And that's as simple as this web page is. It's just an index. But there's a link to go ahead to a submission form, and here we can enter a date. It has to be in that format. I don't have any kind of programming to recognize different forms of dates yet. But you can enter a date, you can enter some text, and then hit submit, and it will create that post, store it in the database. So then it creates it, puts it into the database, and then when we come back to this web page, it it creates this index dynamically. It takes out all of the posts from the database, and then a for loop will go ahead and display them all in order. And then they're sorted by date as well. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.